Hello everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we are going to learn how to make this very easy, very simple crochet festive Christmas tree. Today the pattern is available in 3 different sizes. You're seeing my large here. It doesn't quite fit on the screen. And then I have my medium, and I will be making the small here in the video. I'll give you some instruction as far as how to change the size. As far as the sizes are, the 3 different sizes are your small cone, which is just a 6-inch tall floral cone. I found this at my local craft store. The medium size is about 9 inches tall. I think 8.9 inches tall. And then the large is 12 inches tall. So again, I found these at my local craft store at Michael's, and I'm sure they can be found elsewhere as well. I went with the green color just in case it did show through a little bit. It wasn't as apparent as it would have been with the white color. So along with your cone, you are going to need some worsted weight yarn. This is the Patons Canadiana yarn. There's about 205 yards per ball in this ball, and this is the color moss. And for the trees, you're going to need about 100 yards for the small one, 125 for the medium, and 150 yards for the large. You will also want to have on hand some small straight pins. Now these are just little straight pins. They're about 1 centimeter long. You can use the long ones as well. You'll just have to make sure that when you're sticking them into the tree that you're not poking yourself. But you can use the longer one. Use colored round heads, silver, gold, whatever you'd like. I found these on Amazon. I also picked up, while I was picking up my floral cones, I picked up a couple of decorative floral berry picks. These are available as it's nearing our Christmas season and holiday here. So I just picked them up again at Michael's, and I'm going to show you how we're going to use those a little bit later on in the video. But you can see I've added them to my tree as a little bit of an ornament. You're also going to need a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook and a copy of the free written instructions, which are on my website at richtexturescrochet.com. I've provided a direct link for you down in the description of this video. Also down in the description, I do have a couple of crochet books out if you're looking for a good gift or one for yourself this holiday season. You can check those 2 books out as well. So let's grab our hooks and yarn, and we're going to get started making this easy festive crochet Christmas tree. Now our pattern today is worked in rows. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by making a slip knot, and you're then going to work a foundation chain. For your small size tree, you're going to chain 271 chains, or you could work a foundation row of single crochet of 270. For the medium size, you're going to work 371 chains, and for the large size, you're going to work 471 chains. Now, if you have a size of tree that hasn't been mentioned, and you need to change the size of your tree, you're going to need a multiple of 4 stitches plus 3 for that foundation chain. So today I'm going to work my smaller 6-inch size, so I'm going to start off by chaining 271. Once you have worked that foundation chain, you're going to begin row 1 by working 1 single crochet into the 2nd chain from your hook. Now I am working into the back bumps of my stitches. For this pattern, it doesn't matter. You can work into any stitch you would like on your foundation chain. So single crochet into that 2nd chain from your hook, and then single crochet into each stitch all the way across. So where I've started out with 271 chains for my small size, I'm going to have a total of 270 single crochet stitches. Your chain 1 does not count as a stitch. At the end of row 1, you'll have worked single crochets all the way across. You're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 2, we're simply going to work one more row of single crochet stitches. So beginning in that first stitch, your chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet into each stitch all the way across. At the end of your row 2, you're going to chain 1, turn your work. You've now worked 2 rows of single crochet stitches. We're going to vary it up a little bit here, working some more basic stitches. You're going to begin with a single crochet into your first stitch. You're then going to skip the next stitch and into your next, work 1 half double crochet, a double crochet, a triple crochet, a double crochet, and one more half double crochet, all into that same stitch. So you have a total of 5 stitches worked into that next stitch. Skip the next stitch and single crochet into your next. We're going to repeat that all the way across. Skip the next stitch, into your next, work those 5 stitches. Half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, double crochet, and half double crochet. Skip the next stitch and single crochet into your next. Repeat that all the way across. You're going to finish off the row with 1 single crochet into your final stitch. When you come to the end of your row 3, you're going to have 3 stitches remaining. You're going to skip those next 2 stitches and finish off with a single crochet into the final stitch. At this time, you're then going to fasten off, and you can go ahead and tuck in that tail. And then set your crochet hook aside. So we've now worked, once I get my tail in, I'll show you. There we go. We've now worked a long crochet ribbing. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take this ribbon and we're going to wrap it around our Christmas tree cone. So taking your little sewing pins, starting down at the bottom of your tree, and you want your little points to be facing downward and you want them hanging out over the tree a little bit. I did it so that the back was facing me, the back of my work, which gives it this little bit of a ridge here. So you're going to place your yarn on your cone and you're going to fasten it on just by poking your pin through one of the stitches. You're then going to continue all the way around using your pins to secure the ribbon to the tree as you go. It's up to you where you put your little pins. You can place them down and more into the little points. You can place them up where I am right now. It's really up to you. When you come to the end and meet up again, you're just going to bring it up slightly and continue up on the angle. So you want to have your ribbon overlapping a little bit. That didn't feel too secure. There we go. Overlapping a little bit, but down far enough so that it's not showing any of the green underneath. And you're just going to continue doing this all the way around until you come up to the very top of your tree. Sometimes when you poke your pin in, you may hit one of the little air holes. Just move your pin over a little bit slightly if you're feeling like it's not very secure into your cone. And as you can see, it's forming these little branches as I go all the way around. So I'm just going to keep working around here, and I'll meet you back here once I get up to the top of my tree, and I'll show you how we're going to finish off. So I'm just coming around here up at the top of my tree, and I just wanted to make a couple of notes that as you are working, if you are finding that it's either too short, as I'm coming up here, I'm seeing right now, or it's too long, all you have to do is simply unwind your tree a little bit, and you can make sure that your ribbon is evenly distributed around the tree. Make sure that it's not overly bunched anywhere. If it's a little bit too short, you may have be able to simply unwrap it a little bit and then stretch it so that it meets the top there. It really depends on your tree. When you come up to the top, all you're going to do is you're going to take the top part, and I'll see if you can see that there. So I'm up here at the top. Actually, I'm going to put one more in here just to secure it a little bit better. And then you're going to take the end of your yarn and kind of place it over the tip of your tree. Then grab a few more pins and just secure them there in the top. Now, if you wish, you could have taken your long tails and used those to secure them in the top. But here I'm just going to place a few more in there. And you can decorate it a little bit more if you'd like. You can then take some more of these pins, and then I like to just kind of stick them in wherever I feel they fit. They're going to add a little bit of shine to your tree, especially if you're using or color, but shine if you're using these metallic-y ones as I'm using. They look like little ornaments, so you can decorate them and place them all over your tree, like so. Then the other thing I mentioned is I took these little picks, and you can see that each of these little berries is attached to a little wire. So all I did was I took my scissors, and these aren't my good scissors, but I trimmed them off. I left about 1 centimeter or 1.5 centimeters of wire attached to each of these little berries. And once you cut them off, and mine are flying all over the place here, go grab them. And what you're going to do is once you have them cut off, like so, you're just simply going to, once again, wherever you feel necessary, poke these little berries, which are now like Christmas ornaments, into your tree. And that's it. That's all there is to working this very easy festive Christmas tree. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, again, I invite you to subscribe, take a look around. If you happen to make one of these trees and share it on social media, do be sure to tag Rich Textures Crochet. I'd love to come by and admire it. Until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.